Welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. This is a newly released production chain game, very much alike to Factorio and Satisfactory, but with a very different take on the genre, as far as I've been able to gather so far. I have tested the game a little bit. I wanted to get familiar with the controls and stuff like that, but do expect this to involve lots of spaghetti and not the usual style that I build things in when I've been playing Factorio and Satisfactory, because I'm still getting used to this game very, very much. But I figured I wanted to play it on camera instead of just sitting here and playing it on my own. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the game and have a look at it. First of all, you have this, I don't know if you should call this universe or galaxy, but I guess this is kind of like a sector of a galaxy. And you can choose how many stars you want to have. You can also choose it's a cluster, of course. Duh, it says there. You can choose the seed, you can choose the resource multiplier and stuff like that. I'm gonna put this as 2x. I usually enjoy having like a bit more resources from nodes than usual when I play games like Factorio and stuff like that. Now, I've only been at the start planet, so that's all I know. I do know that we can go to these other stars and that we will be going to other planets and stuff like that, but currently this is all I know is the start planet, so yeah. Just a word of curiosity. The advisor guy who will be popping up when I click this start game button, he has only been recorded on the right channel. For some reason. I'm not sure what that's about, but when I'm using my headset, I only hear him in the right earmuff, so that might be weird for someone, but just so you're aware of it. Let's click start game and watch the introduction.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission. Everything here is yours. As one of COSMO and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Okay, so here we are. As you can see, there are other planets here as well, but we're going to Piscis Austrini 3. There might be fish here, I don't know.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. So, a little bit of apologies in advance. I might be clearing my throat more than usual in the recording. I'm still not completely recovered, but I am much better.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Beyond the stars? I thought we were going to travel to the other stars. So, normal.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. right-click on it to recycle.
Yes, normal WASD movement, but you can also right-click to move. Let's recycle this thing. And have a little look around.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
Yeah, you have a command queue.
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
So here are the items we got from the space capsule. Some iron ingots, some copper ingots, some magnets, and a couple of hydrogen fuel rods. I'm just going to remove these.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
That. Everything as expected from these introductions. I'm going to go collect some trees. Maybe hold down Shift instead of Control. Just to clear up a little bit of area around here. And as we all know, trees are the real enemy.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that. This start area is fairly much better than the ones I've seen in my test games. We have iron, which for some reason is blue. We have copper. There is a lot of that in these as well. We have some stone up here, and we have some coal down here, and I think the start planet only has those resources. There might be oil as well. I think I saw an oil node on one of my test maps. So one thing that you can do at the beginning, if you're not happy with the start position that you get, normally the game puts you in a vicinity of at least one of each of these 4 nodes. But you can go into the map mode, and even though
in the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
Thank you. Now,
in the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
Are you done? Thank you. Okay, so you can see the resources on the planet, even though you haven't explored it yet. So that is useful for finding if you don't like the original start spot. We're here. Let's say I wanted to go down here. I could then just go down there. Yeah, logical. Here's another nice area. So this is a really nice area compared to the ones that I've seen so far, actually. That's a bit of luck. Now we need to start researching right away. The research tree is big. Mission completed, okay. So let's just start at the beginning here and research electromagnetism. This will unlock wind turbines, Tesla towers, and mining machines. Requires 10 of these magnetic coils. I do like these little flavor texts. The poetry like Maxwell's equations shows the intertwinement between electricity and magnetism. With deep understanding, create a machine for acquiring and using electrical energy with high efficiency. I don't know about that, but sure. So we do lack 10 magnetic coils. Normally you'd think the advisor would come and tell you that, but let's go into the replicator mode and make sure that we make 10 of those. Do note that each one you produce of these, 1x here, switch, I think you can go up to 10x. On this specific recipe, we make 2. So require 2 magnets and 1 copper ingot to create 2 of these magnetic coils. So let's make 10 of these. This indicates how many you can produce based on the resources you have in your inventory. So we can do 5x with what we have. And now you can see what we lack is magnets. And since we have the use inventory item on, it automatically starts using them the moment you have them inside of your inventory. So that's handy. We have unlocked a new automatic mining machine, which will automatically connect ores for you. Of course, its capacity is limited. You may wish to transport these minerals to the smelting facility automatically. Yes, that is a good idea indeed.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it. You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key.
Yeah, you can do that as well if you want to. I do like the grid snapping though. Not sure about the placement here, because we're going to need more than one. Although we do have iron over there as well, down here. But I think we'll just place the first one here. Does require power, of course. I believe we got a wind turbine. So let's just place that here.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Build a Tesla Tower as well, and as long as it has the dashed line there, it's close enough to transport power. I'm going to place it down so the advisor gives his little lecture about that as well.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
Now you can also click on the wind turbines themselves. It will show you the load and the current strength and the current satisfaction, and of course information like generation capacity, consumption demand, and current generation. Now if I take the ore out of this, that will immediately change because it actually requires 420 kilowatts instead of the 300 we are producing, so this one is not producing at 100% efficiency currently. Let's have a look here. I'm going to remove these, as I mentioned. I was wondering if I should read the background thing, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Let's dismantle the Tesla Tower again. You just get it straight back into your inventory, so that's handy. Where do we want to go next? I think we have to look at the research. We need the basic logistics systems, for which we're going to require 10 circuit boards and 10 gears. Now the circuit boards will of course mean we will require copper. And let's have a look here at the requirements. We do have some copper. I can produce one assembler. So, thankfully, just like in Factorio, it automatically produces the required lower tier products when you want to produce something, so that's handy. Also, I want to produce a couple more wind turbines, so let's do that, and then go place this mining machine down. And that looks like a good position. Remove this tree as well. Note the energy, core energy thing here. I'm going to ignore that until it's low enough that the advisor will bother us about it. Okay, so we're going to place more wind turbines. I'm not sure what the best way of placing down these things are. They do take up place or space, I mean. So I wonder if maybe I'm just going to move this outside of the base area at some point and carry it down with a Tesla tower. Probably I will do that, actually. Go and let's put down a Tesla tower over here. And grab some more iron ore. I'm already waiting for the calculators to appear. Calculator sets, those will be appearing fairly quickly, I assume. Might already exist, I haven't checked. This produces 180 per minute and is a, I guess, a Mark 1 mining machine. So with the research we are going to get, let's see here. Well, I do believe we are going to get better miners, I'm not sure. I actually have no idea. I haven't really gotten into the research tree too far, but let's get the basic logistics systems. We know that we need 10 gears and 10 circuit boards, so let's make that. These produce 2, so one of those. These also produce 2, so one of those. Of course, this takes a little bit of time. Handcrafting is always a bit of a bother. You can use this to sort your inventory. The only thing I wish that you could see here, without having this open, is what the replication queue is. It doesn't show. So there is no indication that I'm replicating something at the moment. So if I have this closed, I don't know that I'm replicating things, because it only tells me the end product down here, as you can see. But I'm sure that that'll be added to the game at some point. Wait. Didn't I? Oh, no, I ordered 10 of those. Right. Let's have a look. We also want to get the automatic metallurgy. That will require 10 more of those, and I already made 10 of those, so that's good. So we can queue up 10 more of these then. Just I'm making those while we're doing other things. Now you can see it's researching again. This is good. This is what we want. And done. We have unlocked automated logistics. That means the conveyor belt and the sorter, and also a storage facility, which we can use to automatically transport the ores gathered in the mining machine for smelting, or to load them into storage.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Indeed. Now, we didn't get any smelters, so we need to research that as well. I guess I didn't click this. Oh well. I somehow feel that these two are not aligned, but I'm guessing it's because of the terrain difference here. Because that one looks crooked compared to that one. And I'm pretty sure it's not.
When putting a conveyor belt,
right, it's because we're so close to the North Pole.
The starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
Right. You can build a conveyor belt in the height. I'm not sure if that works, so it does. You can slope them as well. We've unlocked the smelter, which also has unlocked glass for us, and it will automatically smelt base materials such as iron and copper ingots for you. And to achieve full automation, you need to use a sorter to automatically put the ores on the conveyor belt into the smelter. Okay, let's build a smelter for iron. I don't see any reason to have a very long distance between there. And let's also build a smelter for...
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
There we go. You can see the ore is coming out. There we go. And then we have to put down a sorter and attach that to the buildings.
It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged. Energy is required in all mecha activities. If it is depleted, the activities will be restricted. You can click the mecha panel button at the bottom right of the screen to open the mecha panel and resupply fuel into the fuel chamber.
We need more of those. Let's see here. I don't want to place it in an inconvenient spot, so let's put it there. Set this to produce iron ingots and this one to produce copper ingots.
After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
That is nice. Now it says here that core energy will deplete soon. Please refuel. You can go into here and put fuel into the fuel chamber. I'm gonna put these things in here. We're supplied with these automatically, and these give 40 megajoule compared to 500 kilojoule, 2.7 megajoule, 1.5 megajoule, and there's also a negative, like 30% minus on fuel chamber generation here, 10% on this one. And here's a guidebook, which is useful, I suppose. It tells you certain things about the game and information about the storyline and things like that. Now we need to manufacture more items than this. What I want to do is research the... No, actually we don't need to research that currently. What I should do is have a look at the upgrades. There are upgrades that we can do to the mecha core, our avatar, let's just call it that. So we can unlock the mecha core, which gives us 40 megajoule max core energy for 20 iron ingots and 20 copper ingots. So let's grab these ingots and indeed do that upgrade. Activate. That should unlock several of the others here. Let's have a look at the technologies as well. We need basic assembling process, so we can build assembling machine Mark 1s. Those are kind of critical for us to have. Let's just enqueue that. And it means we need 10 of these. 10 of these. I also need more miners. And I definitely need more belt. Probably also more sorters. Go, mecha core upgraded. of these. And when you do other things, it kind of overrides your basic production arguments, I see. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to build some power plant area. Let's do that up here. Okay, so there's a lack of item, which means we need more of them, of course, but let's finish this up first. The Tesla tower in between so that we get enough power. And grab this and this. Sort. Yep, we should have enough of those things for now, so that's good. While we wait for this queue to finish up, I want to build another miner. And rotate with the R button. Yeah, sure, that looks good. And we also want to build another smelter. This one will set to smelt to magnets. And we need some belt going there. And a sorter. Note that the sorter also requires energy. So... yeah, that looks like a good position. Means I can build another miner here if I need. We also need stone, and we also could use coal. I think I'm gonna put the wood into here. We also have these organic crystals. I'm going to keep those, since it says that it can be used to produce higher strength crystals with the crystal structure. So yeah, we also have unlocked the assembling machine Mark 1, which we can now use to make more advanced products from iron and copper ingots, but also from magnets. But what I said I wanted was stone, so let's go up here and get some stone. We should probably clear out some of these. You don't really need to clear out the trees. The game will do that automatically, as you may have noticed when I built something earlier. The trees just disappeared. But it's just handy to have the fuel currently. At least until I get up coal. And the plant fuel stacks in rather large stacks, so... there we go. And then we want to have a stone mine, and we need to make sure we have room for 2 of these, because there are other products that we also need to make from stone. So we'll have 2 of those here. And we'll also put down a Tesla tower. And then we want to build... I don't have any of those. You can double click this, by the way, to... okay, let's grab the pile of stone then. We can make 7 of these. Let's make 5. Put this in here. And we do need iron ore for certain things that we handcraft. After this, I don't think we need to pick up any stacks of products for a little while. While we wait for that, we might as well go down here and set up a coal mine. let's have room for 2 of them, just in case. And we can build a store. No, we cannot build a storage facility. Okay. Titanium ore. Okay. There we go. Now can I build some storage facilities? Let's have 5 of those. Dum-de-dum. Now this is one of the things that I want to smelt from the... Is it called stone ore? Yes, it is called stone ore. This is stone. I probably would have called this stone slabs or something. Since there is really no such thing as stone ore, but... it's not the biggest issue in the world. Let's build a storage facility for the coal, and we also need to build power.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Thank you. You're so friendly for telling me the obvious. Some of these tutorials are amusing from time to time. While we wait for those to get done, let's build the required stuff here. There we go. And I need more power. I mean, it's fine right now, but it's not going to be fine in a while. Let's see. Remove these. I think I need to tear these down because these are going to be in the way. I think I want to have energy manufacturing kind of outside of the base area. Let's see here. We have some smelters now. So we can place down 2 of them. That might be slightly too... I don't know. Yeah, it works. Set this one to make stone, and this one to make glass. I have to move this. This will stop everything in the base, almost. Sure. Good. That powered up everything again. Now we have 8 wind turbines. So let's build more wind turbines up here. What happened here? Okay, so that one isn't too close, but these ones are. How curious. Okay, well, let's go with this then. For the people who have followed my channel for a long time, you know that I like alignment, okay? Don't worry about it, it's fine. Lack of item, okay. Well, this should probably suffice for a while. We are generating 3.9 megawatts. We are using a lot, so it's probably not going to suffice for very long, but at least it's something. So we are creating most of the basic items currently. Let's have a look at the technology tree, because I think we want to get the electromagnetic matrix, which will allow us to build a matrix lab and get blue science, which is an electromagnetic matrix, which is then made in the matrix lab. This requires 10 coils and 10 circuit boards, so let's grab that and make those. 10 of these, 10 of these. I did make storages, that is good. I'm not sure where I'm going to have the production area. As I said, expect lots of spaghetti. You can also limit how much capacity these will get from automation, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to limit them to 5. And then, let's see here, how does this work? I haven't fiddled around with this. If I build this, let me just test this. If I build that like that, okay, we have unlocked the matrix lab. Will a sorter? No, that will not work. It needs to be on level. So how am I going to do this? Okay, let's build down like that and to there. And we need to connect one of those and one of those. And then we need, well, that probably won't work. Actually, it won't work. By reason, we need 2 belts. One for the input and one for the output. Let's limit this again to 5. And I want to do the same up here. Need to make sure that there's 2 spaces in between. Is that sufficient? No. No, it's not. It's a bit hard to see. There we go. Remove that. Again, limit to 5. We really don't need a lot of this in excess. And while we do that, let's grab a stack of that, because I need to make more of these storages. Let's make 10 of them. Place down a belt here and a belt here. And yeah, we are close to the limit. Okay, let's remove these 2 Tesla towers. See if we can place one in a more... Yeah, that looks better. That covers everything instead of having to have several of them here. The same goes for this, actually. We dismantle these. That covers those. And this one covers those. Do we have everything we need to make these? No, we don't. Let's make 5 of them. We want to have another storage facility here. Again, limit to 5. And put down a belt. And now I'm out of these. Oh well. You'll have to wait a bit then. Place down the wind turbines when we've got this storage facility up and running, so that we get the magnets stored as well. wind turbines aren't exactly the most efficient power generators, so I can't wait for a more efficient power generator because this takes a lot of space and doesn't really I mean, the ratio of space versus production is not exactly what I would call ideal. Did I limit up? No, I didn't. Oh dear. Okay, let's limit that at 10 then. Okay, but at that point I think we have the basics up and running, which isn't too bad. So let's end the episode here, and in the next episode we are going to go into building these assembling machines where we can process iron and copper into more advanced products, which will be useful so that we don't have to make all of those components by hand. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and as always, feel free to leave any questions and or comments in the comment section. And also, I highly encourage you to come join our Discord server if you're not already there. You'll find the link to that in the description of the video, and there is a dedicated channel for Dyson Sphere Program in the Discord server, of course, as is to be expected. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.